This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 361 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Today's tip is sponsored by FeedXL. Visit them at feedxl.com. Howdy everybody, Glenn the Geek back with you from Lexington, Kentucky, and welcome back to Horse Tip Daily. We have another new expert with us today. We have a whole bunch of new ones coming on here to get you some fresh voices. Today we have Brianne Goutal. Brianne is helping out over at the Jumping Radio Show. She is one of the up-and-coming stars of the show jumping world. And, you know, at the age of 19, Brianne Goutal earned her place in the upper echelons of show jumping. In 2007, she was the winner of the Maxine Beard Show Jumping Developing Rider Award, given by the USET Foundation for her competitive record and her promise for representing the United States in international competition in the future, and she has certainly done that. Brianne's going to be joining Chris over at the Jumping Radio Show on a fairly regular basis and providing some tips for us here as well. This tip is taken off of episode 40 of the Jumping Radio Show. You can find the rest of that episode at jumpingradio.com. And we're going to be right back with Brianne right after I talk to you about FeedXL. You know, it's the holidays and it's that time when we're all eating too much. But you know what? We also have to be concerned about what our horses are eating because we're coming into wintertime. Are they getting enough vitamins? Are they getting enough minerals? Are they getting enough of what they need? And you can find that out very easily and very simply and very quickly by going to feedxl.com. FeedXL is the place where you go. You put in your information about your horse. You put in your information about what your horse eats, and they will spit out reports for you that shows whether your horse has too much of this or too little of that, including grain and hay and supplements, everything that goes into your horse's body. So you just can't not do this holiday season. Spend some time, a little bit of time, doesn't take long, 5 minutes. Spend some time with feedxl.com and find out if you are feeding your horse right over this holiday time and this winter. And you'll want to do that. Trust me, you're going to like what it does. You're going to like what it spits out, and you're going to like knowing that you're doing the right thing by your horse. That's feedxl.com.
With our tip of the week, you know, on all my shows, our co-hosts come on and they give us a tip. And it can be really anything in the horse world, you know, either in the show ring or in the barn or even in between. So this week, I think you've got a great tip, which is really good advice for all riders, no matter who you are, and that's about learning from other rides.
Yeah, you know, Peter Lutz, who's a trainer now in California, and who was my trainer when I was younger and for many years, once told me that you can always learn something from everyone. So whenever you have a free minute or, you know, free hour at the horse show, and you can just go and watch any class, you know, regardless of the division, be it Grand Prix or children's jumpers, always watch people riding, the style of the way they ride, and what they do on the horse, because you can learn something from the way anyone and everyone rides.
You know, that is good advice. And, you know, the other thing I find very telling, Brianna, is what a rider does when they get off the horse. You know?
Yeah, that's huge.
Yes, it really is. You know, how they treat that horse, how they regard it. I mean, some riders, some Grand Prix riders, they don't even touch the horse. You know, they just walk away, you know, and others will do something with the tack, or they'll just pat them, or that, you know, or they will have some interaction with them. But I think that tells you a lot about the rider, doesn't it?
I think so. I was always taught that it's sort of it's a 50-50 game. You know, you can't do anything without your horse, and vice versa. So when you depend on your horse, it's important to interact with them and to let them know that they've done a good job or not. And, you know, I'm even if I don't have a good day or I have a bad round, I think I try to always be grateful to my horse, because at the end of the day, like I said, without it, you have nothing.
Absolutely. Well, good advice. Thanks for that, Brianna.
Thank you to Brianne and to Chris Stafford for providing those tips from the Jumping Radio Show. As I said, that was taken off of Jumping Radio Show, episode number 40. You can visit them at jumpingradio.com. And that's about it for today. We'll be back again tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Don't forget to check us out every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, at horsesinthemorning.com for our live show. We're having a whole lot of fun over there, and you don't want to miss it. So that's horsesinthemorning.com. We'll be back here at Horse Tip Daily again tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, stay safe, everyone.
The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.